Hello folks, this is David Uso Conway of Uso245, and today I have another episode of Space Engineers for you. Now, today I'm going to show you four vessels that I have in the Ceri Intergalactic Empire, and first one that I'll start off with here is the Wasp-class Shiro. As you can see right off the bat, I got a couple mods. The first one is the fighter cockpit by Darth Biomech that you can see right in the front there. And the second one that you see right away is the LS-18 Hammer Saber engine by Ember Shard. I have three of these on the vessel. I got the two on the wings and I got one on the back. Now, the Wasp class vessels are primarily used for reconnaissance for larger vessels. Since they don't normally would have a capacity to travel a huge amount of distances, but they do have the ability to outmaneuver other vessels because of the positioning of their thrusters and gyros within the vessel. And you see, got them right along here. And I got a couple armored thrusters also. That's by Darth Biomech. You saw on the edge of the ship there. Now, as you see right in the background here, I have a skybox called Jupiter Skybox. Now that is by Aiden Zalen. And the next vessel that I'm going to show you real quick. But this is the Wasp class Shiro of the Ceri Intergalactic Empire. You see it's also a fully operational cockpit as well, which is a lot better in my opinion, and you check out some other people, it's also a lot better compared to the generic cockpit that you get. Now the next vessel that I'm going to show you is one of the transport classes. This is called the Titan. As you see, I got two bridges right here right in the front. I also have the armored slotted thrusters, part of that same armor pack by Darth Biomech. I really love the slotted ones because then that gives you that nice tight look on the ship that you're building. And you see I got like wings off the side here on this vessel, and as you go right around here, you'll notice that I also have them towards back here, so it gives it like a fin on the back of the wings. Now, as you can see, not all transport classes will have these, but the Titan has solar panels on its back wing here, its back fin, and basically that is to store up power for the batteries, because we all know that it's much better using the free energy that you get from the star as opposed to using the energy that you have to work to get the uranium for the cores. So I do have reactors on the ship, and it's just when there is a surplus of power from the solar panels, then it just switches over, making it so it's not as much of a hassle. And it looks like I actually got a bit damaged up here, so I'm just going to fix a few of these. Now I'm going to head inside real quick. Now, only the transport classes on this vessel are actually completed for their interiors. These transport vessels are for they're not long travel, so you're not going to see anything like a cryopod or quarters or anything in here, because the primary mission is only 5 to 7 crewmates, and then each one they're going to be working the whole time, and it's just for shorter distances that can be achieved within about a day or so of the vessel, so it'll be like within the own solar system. You see I got these batteries here that are fully charged. And being a transport class, it has quite a few, you can see the reactors on the side, but as being a transport class, you'll see quite a few storage crates right there. And again, this is for shorter distance, so that's why you don't see, that's why it's a very basic design, and it doesn't have anything like crew quarters in it. Now down here you can see the co-pilot chair, and then you'll see the communication reconnaissance officer chair. Now this is where the officer would contact other ships within the area, or bases, to try and find out, if there ever a need arise that there's an issue, or like another ship need help. They would be able to contact them. Now this is the command / pilot chair. You see this is the second portion of that bridge. You can see the Remoraid off in the distance there, and that originally I was going to show the Remoraid, but just when I was about to start recording, the Harpoon class Remoraid suffered a bit of a catastrophic issue where a large chunk of the ship was destroyed during a misfire. So I'm going to have to rework that. Now, this is the second transport class called the Torpedo. You can see I also have the armored thrusters on this as well. Just bring it on the side here real quick. Again, this is for shorter travel distances, so you're not going to see anything like crew quarters. You get the storage crates, and then you'll also notice I got the med bay right there. I got the ore detector. Now, you'll see the reactors and the gyros in the back. This vessel does not have solar panels, and the one difference you'll notice from this ship compared to the other one is I have some graviton generators right here, and then the spine of the ship is loaded with artificial masses. It is a experimental design, primarily because the transport class ships don't normally have graviton generators. Normally they'll be on the experimental or warship classes, which I will show you. The Harpoon class is actually one of those classes that have the graviton drives on them. But this is going to be the first transport class with the experimental drive on it, and I'm just going to aim this a little bit out of the way so I'm not going to smash into anything. As you can see, just a little bit of pivoting here, just getting it out there. Alright, and just for having that on for about a second or so, I've already amassed around a kilometer of distance from the rest of the group of ships I was displaying for you. So I'm just going to manually bring the ship back in real quick, just so I can show you the next one a little quicker here. But as you can see, on the Torpedo, they're supposed to be mirrored armor thrusters, the slotted ones there, and I guess during a time where the ship was damaged, I was test flying the new drive, and I actually, I guess I nicked the station that's off in the distance, and when I nicked it, it tore a massive hole in the side of the ship, and when I repaired it, I forgot to put those thrusters back in. Now, I'm going to show you the Harpoon class, Segosa. Now, the Harpoon class is the experimental and the warship will have a different name, but Harpoon class is going to be primarily the experimental ships that will be testing the graviton drives. And the interior on the ship is not actually complete, but I am looking to finish it. You see I got the armored thrusters again, and towards the back here you'll see I have the Titan engine, also by Darth Biomech, and I'm just going to I really like the detail on that as well. I've pointed that out in a video before, but put a lot of detail in that, and I'll show you this real quick, and you can see that the artificial mass lineup is quite a bit different than it is in the transport class. And I got two drives here, and I'm going to show you real quick on this, on the Harpoon class, the experimental class for the graviton drives. And move this out of the way so I'm not going to smack into the Shiro. And this vessel is quite a bit larger than the actual torpedo, the transport class torpedo. And you can still see that even though that I didn't reach the the speed of the torpedo in the same amount of time, but I still covered half a kilometer within about a second, making the graviton drive pretty nifty. Just gonna position this back real quick. But that's pretty much just everything I wanted to show for you today, and I just like to thank everyone for watching my videos and subscribing. I'm planning on coming up with some more Space Engineers videos, and also stay tuned for some Destiny ones when Destiny launches as well.